We train to have mastery of our own mind.
Namaste yogis, I'm Jai Sugrim and you're watching Dr. J's Asana Laboratory. Now in yoga, we're very interested in building inner strength. It's not like at the gym where you're pumping and you're building a shortening of a muscle, shortening of a joint by shortening the range of a muscle. Here we're looking for inner balance, inner self-control. We're looking to fire the pubococcygeal muscle. So it's a very subtle type of work that allows us to put a lot of bells and whistles, and we can do the tricks and the more fancier things, like for example, a lot of us are interested in the light, strong, compact body of a lion. The yogi has that inner strength, and that inner strength in the body correlates to a mental strength and mental stability. So this move I'm going to teach you is called Brahmacharyasana, and it helps us to connect the legs and arms to the midline. And how we do that is by pressing the index knuckle into the earth and pushing the bone under the big toe away from us. You can see that when I put pressure on that bone, I enliven the groins, the calf line, and I can bring the energy of the legs, I can recruit it into the middle. All of the contractions deep in this area is where the asanas spring from. The asanas shoot out from the middle to the extremities, and the extremities plug back in as a complementary force to the midline, and this is what creates that deep connection to the core that allows us to do advanced asanas gracefully with self-control. So I'm going to show you now with Ryan here. We're going to work in successive approximation. In yoga, we're all interested in coming closer and closer and closer to the goal. We're not concerned with perfection. We're concerned with practice. Practice is the key. So we need a steady, consistent daily practice for the body to unlock and reveal its secrets to us. So Ryan's going to put these blocks next to his hip crease, in front of his hip crease, right next to the body. And this is the first variation of Brahmacharyasana. He's going to press his index knuckles into the block, and he's going to point the right foot and push the big toe away. You can see immediately, I can see, that everything is toned here, and then he's going to lift the right leg, and he's going to lift his hips, lift everything up, and take 5 breaths. So this is a good place to start. You can flex or point the foot. I suggest you floint the foot, which is point it and flex the toes back. Ryan, come down on exhale with control. You can see he's beginning to defy gravity, okay? Now, press into this heel, push the left toe away, big toe joint away, and lift up again. And so this is a great practice to build the strength to come into the full Brahmacharyasana. Come down lightly, Ryan. So if that's where your practice is today, that's fine. There's no shame in your game. Practice 5 breaths and practice repetitions on each leg. I'd say 3 on each leg would be good enough to build that strength, and you can do this every other day. So maybe Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday could be a good routine for building that inner strength and that Brahmacharyasana. Evan has a developed advanced practice and a real deep knowledge of mula and uddiyana bandah, and that's all happening around here. Evan's legs are going to plug in to the perineum at the base of the nervous system, at the root of the nervous system where the vagus nerve originates. And the vagus nerve is the correlate to Kundalini rising through the central channel, through Sushumna Nadi, and it innervates all of the organs and goes right into her brain, into the skull, okay? So this is the full version. You can see already she's enlivening her thighs, her groins, and she does not need props because she's been practicing this for a long time. Lift up, inhale, Brahmacharyasana, there it is. She's got the L, she's got good self-control, and you can tell those jump throughs and those standing balances with this type of strength that's coming from the midline. She's going to come down lightly. Okay, that's very resourceful. That's a super resourceful way to do it. So if you're teaching yoga, I'm going to show you a very simple assist that you can run around the room and do if your students are trying to approximate Brahmacharyasana. Brahmacharyasana is also a great one for restraining energy. So a lot of times we leak energy at the pelvic floor from urination, menstruation, the sexual energy, elimination. Those processes are all downward flows, which is why I don't allow you to drink water in my yoga class. Don't drink water in my yoga class because you're encouraging a downward flow. And in yoga, we want an upward flow to pierce the psychic knots and the psychic energy like trauma from the past, fear, inhibition. We want to get rid of that by having Kundalini rise. And when you drink water, you're encouraging a downward flow. So drink water 15 minutes after your practice and a half hour before the class, but don't drink water during the practice. Mariko is going to come into Brahmacharyasana, and I'm simply going to give her an assist with 2 fingers or 1 finger to just help her up. Up, 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 up. 1, and it's a very subtle assist. 2, this is beautiful. 3, 4, come down lightly, exhale. 5, beautiful. Okay, yogis at home, there you have it. This is Brahmacharyasana. It's one of those magical things that connects you to the root lock, mula bandha, and the flying up lock, uddiyana bandha. And once you have these 2 things in your practice, you unlock a lot of other advanced asanas. So this is the base. This is sort of a fundamental thing, and I put it in a lot of my classes. So thanks for tuning in to Dr. J's Asana Laboratory. If you enjoyed this video, like it, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel because there's more good stuff coming to you. And there's a teacher training this summer in New York City, 2020 Classroom Skills Teacher Training. It's done over 10 weekends. And if you are at work, you don't have to change your life too much to advance yourself in your knowledge of yoga and your capacity to communicate yoga. Go to jaisugrim.com for all of the details and for an application form. All right, guys, thanks. I'll see you next time.